Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, I do not know how the crisis in Springfield, Ohio, for those white people up there talking about those Haitians, turned back on Black Americans. But it has with this particular woman anyway. I did see this video on another content creator's channel, and it was stunning to me that this woman could say the things that came out of her mouth. And she was just as serious as she could be. The only thing I can do is let you listen to it.
Haitian Americans are extremely disappointed in Black America. Maybe not all, maybe it's just the Haitian people that I know. But I'm telling you, they're extremely disappointed in Black America. Because the way we would really love to handle this whole, they're eating cats, they're eating dogs, the xenophobia, the racism that's coming up against Haitian people right now, the way we would love to handle it, the way we know to get results, we're not able to do it. And it's not because we can't do it, or it's not because we don't want to do it. It's because we understand that a lot of Black Americans, you all have been raised with this mentality that a white man will hurt you, and then you'll go to court and beg another white man for justice. You'll beg another white man for your humanity, even when you can tell after generations that white people will never give it to you. As a matter of fact, the little bit of humanity they were willing to acknowledge, they're now trying to take it away from you and take your back to slavery. Haitians are revolutionaries. It's in our blood. It's in our DNA. All right. I made a video not long ago where I said you will never see a white man or woman call a Haitian person in their face because everybody around would murder them. And when the police show up, no one knows what happened. And if you ever see that person live, it's because the Haitian people are going to follow him to his house or her house and end their bloodline right then and there. That's the energy that Haitian people be on. But you see, we can't really be on it like that in America because America, not many Black Americans actually want freedom, and they love podcasts. They all have social media. All the ones who have been buck broken with this slave mentality have social media. They have platforms, or they're in positions of power. They are there to pacify the rest of Black America. So whenever something happens, like your young Black men get lynched, or a black man is about to get executed for a crime that he did not commit, and they know he did not commit it, when those things happen, Haitians want to do it in the way that we know how to do it. But if we start this revolution, the worst thing in the world is for us, if we were to ever start this revolution and we see Black Americans, y'all would rather stay home.
I guess y'all heard that. All because white people started an ugly rumor about them eating cats and dogs. So now they have an opportunity to do whatever it is she says that Haitians know how to do. Nobody is stopping them from doing that. Black Americans don't have anything to do with that. If they want to go out there and start a revolution and do whatever they feel like they need to do, they need to jump on it. They don't need any help from Black Americans. Don't even consider Black Americans. Just go on out there and do what you know to do if you want to do it. Somebody needs to remind her and her people that Black Americans advocated for Black immigrants to come to the United States. And when they got here, we tried to extend right hand fellowship. Let them know what time it is. We need to work together. They didn't want that. They tried to assimilate into white society. They were saying, all of them say their parents told them to stay away from those Black Americans. So they stayed away from those Black Americans. So why in the world would Black Americans interfere with what they want to do now relative to Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and all of their minions? I don't believe that Black Americans would interfere with anything that they wanted to do in terms of defending their honor and their culture. I think black Americans would applaud them if they got out there and started a revolution to put a stop to some of this, because I'm sure it's humiliating. So her attempt at trying to use child psychology on black Americans failed. It failed because what she is trying to do is make you feel like you need to get out there and fight for them. See, she's a woman. Where are the men in the Haitian community? Because I believe that the majority of those people up there in Springfield are men. So why is she out here talking about starting a revolution? Where are the men? Furthermore, Haitians have been some of the ones that have been running around here talking about black Americans don't have culture. They don't have culture. So I'm wondering now, what is it that they call culture? What do you call culture? So get out there and defend your culture since you say you have culture. And it is worth noting that these so-called black people from the diaspora can separate themselves when they come over here. They think they're living large because they get a job. Coming to the United States and getting a job is a big deal to them, and they think they are living large, they are living high, and they don't need any advice, and they don't need to associate with anybody because they have their own culture and their own ways of doing things. Then let something happen, then all of a sudden, oh, black Americans are just being petty to remind us of what we said. Where are you? Where are the black Americans at home, minding our black American business? And how about her talking about everybody being on a podcast, and she's on a podcast or some other social media platform with her little address? And what difference does it make to her if black Americans are on social media? There are tens of millions of us. Yes, some are going to be on social media. I mean, really, it's the most absurd thing. What is it to you whether black Americans are on social media or not? You just wonder, where do people get their audacity? Where do they get their nerve? In closing, we have been in this country over 400 years. We have been through everything. Slavery, after slavery, Reconstruction, wars, famine, all kinds of things. Not once have we been running to other countries in refugee camps or running to other countries to migrate because we couldn't get along in our own country. Not once have we done that. What we see is people coming here from other countries talking about they've got culture. They're so proud. They're revolutionaries. But you got your ass up here in the United States. See, that's what's confusing. That is confusing. And I don't believe I'm the only one that's confused by that. So trying to tell us how we need to live here in the United States is a mistake. You need to be trying to figure out how you can live in Haiti or wherever you came from. Especially since you have so much concern about black Americans. We can stay here. And if we can stay here and be at peace with ourselves, then you ought to be able to stay here and be at peace with yourself, or go back where you came from and be at peace with yourself. It's not for you to make a determination about how we should function in the United States. It's up to you to figure out how you should function in the United States. This was confusing because it was so misguided. I realize this young woman is hurt and upset about what's going on. But attacking black Americans is not the way to deal with it. That's not the answer. All you're going to do is make people indifferent who might be concerned and make people angry who are not concerned. But the way to deal with it is to try to work with the black American community. There are black people who have gone to Springfield and tried to assist the Haitian people and that community. Reverend Barbara and some ministers were there Sunday speaking with the Haitian people and speaking about the racism that they're facing. But nobody's going to go up there and put their life on the line for people who wouldn't even appreciate it if you did it. Now, I say this every time something like this comes up. All people of African descent are under attack by the world system. It doesn't matter where you were born, where you live, what you think your culture is, or what you think about yourself. We're in the same matrix. And maybe one day we'll come to understand that, and maybe that will be the day that we work together, and then we will begin to see real change. But we won't see it before then. Okay, y'all? Thank you for listening. Let me know what you think about the video. Have a good day.